Alright, guys, game two.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Another game one loss here. My
So much for
inability
Plan
to.
A this game.
Yeah, something like that. And we see some stuff. So we get our pair of dojos. So now we have a lonely dojo this game. So it's going to be a completely different complexion.
And a family dojo.
Yeah, yeah. Last
Yep.
game we were sort of stuck with a ton of followers and no gold in the dynasty phase because we never saw a lonely dojo.
So I put Karasu down because he's got a 400 requirement. Obviously. Lesson learned there. So we're gonna follow up what we did last game. We'll try to do it again this game. We'll just try to get a ton of gold out. One thing we clearly learned is that if you can turn the corner against his deck, if you can sort of get to your critical mass, he can struggle. So get my hot springs, get my thing, take the favor, and back to you. And we definitely, looking at this hand has some of the components we need for success. A Ward of Air would be ideal. Uh, uh,
So we buy our
but you
House of
can't have
Prophecy
it all.
and a guy. We keep the distant fella because
I,
he
I
represents
could
a
have had
gold.
it all. Could have had it all. I could have been rolling in the deep. But
Your Empire of Dirt.
say, let me. So we got a guy, which is really upsetting. I was really hoping he was going to just buy a bunch more gold, but he didn't, and now we're in this precarious situation of flipping the incredibly expensive Dark Naga. And really, we were hoping for. So I sort of cleverly planned it out. I just assumed I would flip a 5 or 6 gold cost cursed personality, or maybe one of the few sevens. There's really only one massively expensive guy in the deck, which is the Dark Naga. He maybe needs to get cut. This is really frustrating watching this loss happen to me. Yeah, okay. So does it matter how it goes? It does not. So I buy all my holdings. I can now buy the Dark Naga, but I have a feeling he's not going to be there. Actually, I'm not even sure I can. I might be able to 15. Nope, I've got just enough.
A
So we
Juggernaut
leave him
Void in
there
return,
because
just because.
sure, there's a chance that Jesse can't generate force in his. Maybe he hasn't drawn followers. Maybe he's only drawn like one.
That's right. Boost House of Prophecy, and we'll get to work
Maybe he won't
here.
attack the Dark Naga. Maybe he'll say, the Dark Naga's got a really, big honor hit.
I like double checking. How big is it? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're just gonna make 8 gold. Here's 2, 4, 8. So our thingamajig will make 5. Void for a
Yep.
card. Attack Dark Naga. And then 5, 7. We'll buy one of our toe buys, drawing us an extra card. We're at starting +1 with 7.
Okay.
3, we draw 2 on the turn.
So 5, 7, 9, 2, 4, 5. So it looks like Mingguak and Teroko is the play here, though the Conqueror from Kizaru is very helpful and frees up some gold for off-turn attachment. So actually that might impact my decision-making process here. Yeah, I think I like, and that leaves me 4 gold up. You kind of want to leave up the hot springs. It would allow me to shut down the family dojo, which makes him, work a little bit harder, if nothing else. Or I could live in magical dreamland and hope everything comes up together. Okay, let's start by drawing a card. I'll have to discard a card, but you know what? Whenever I'm feeling down, whenever life isn't treating me the way I want it to treat me, I always just draw a card. And there we go.
I pass.
Of all the cards to have drawn, that is one of them. That classifies as a card. So
Has rules text and
we
everything.
are no better. We are no better off, but I guess we're not worse off, right? I mean, I drew a card. I felt better about myself. I looked in the mirror and said, "You know, you're a cool guy, Paul. It's all okay."
You're good enough. You're smart enough.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and leave the hot springs up and be a little golden efficient and buy 2 personalities instead of 1. And table is yours.
Okay. We'll flip some stuff. So my first is boost my House of Prophecy.
I pass.
That's interesting.
Is it?
Well, so he passes here. I
You,
guess he
you
doesn't
could
have any
not
off-turn
attach
gold.
stuff,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah. No, I was thinking. So he had talked about off-turn gold, and so it got me thinking about that. I'm just gonna throw some stuff down. We saw planted last game, so we don't want to move all super in on one guy. Even though it is actually better to do that to get the maximum benefit from combined ranged attacks. But say that we attach some stuff, draw a
I do
card.
shut down Family Dojo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then declare attack at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could threaten 2 here with a little bit more gold investment. It'd be like this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't hate that. We'll pay 4, attach an expert archers to Tobe. Tobe. And then swing for 2. Put the Tobe
Well,
unit
after
at Minghua.
after the second archers go down, I have to take a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna put down a Ferris Kami Grid on 40 guy
Okie dokie.
for sure. And this is ugly. Okay, that's what I do.
So Toby attacks face up guy, Tenchi attacks outside province.
So the question is just, do we want to sacrifice a guy in a Fire's Kamis to save a province? And I don't. I let my provinces go. Whatever. They're just provinces. I have 1 left.
So we have 5, 6, 7 gold.
I feel like it should be more. I know you just did 3.
3, yeah. So we're just gonna get a second family dojo plus an Asukai. Do I want the Asukai? I just want my gold. So thinking about what can blow us out here. If he's got a planted, he can get one of our units. But I don't know if having like another body matters. I think if we're buying the family, we just it's close. I'm just gonna get the gold here. I think holding this Tobai was a mistake too. I should have been flushing for glimpses of the unicorn. I can get a remote temple.
So, favor. Hey, I'll have the favor forever and ever. Hooray me. Okay, well, I can take some number of provinces. I just don't know how many, and I don't know if it's enough. Let's work through it as straightforward and simply as possible. For sure, we're going to get stones down to get this unit up to 7. And that's the most straightforward, force efficient way to do that. Already, I regret putting that Fires Kami down, but what can you do? What is next? Maybe over here, actually, and just have 3. Yeah, I like that. Here's an Impossible Waters on my water guy in case he tries to move in to do something. We can just send him away straightforwardly. And then here is guidance. So we've got Conqueror. So cavalry force. That is a total of 8. So 8. So that's not. I want to do just notes. So Cav +2 force and range 3, and get off the token there. Okay. And I think it's just going for 1 province with my unit and buy the courtroom. I guess I can bamboo. I'd rather just take a fate card. There's a couple of cards that we could draw here that would be very helpful. So that's what we're trying to do. And we go in and take 1 province with a unit here that has Conquer and all that stuff. It's 8 force. And then it's your turn.
Okay.
And draw my fate card. Perfectly fine card. I don't think it's going to be quite enough.
So he's got 3/6 in hand. To our
Maybe.
5. We'll draw 1.
He hasn't put down any shield.
First. And then action to you.
Pass through the phase.
Okay, so boost house. I'm just going to pay for pretty much everything here. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 11. Here's 11. So 1, 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll all just go on Tobai. Gonna break remote temple.
Okay.
So you go get Earth. And then
Yeah, okay, this is done. I can't. I've got no combination of effects that allow me to win this game. So, let's move on to game 3.
all right.